Alright, let's do a little bit of a sound check. How is the sound coming through? Hey, Kilvius, I'm gonna misplay all night, you know it. Especially since I haven't used Untapped in like at least 6 months, so I'm gonna struggle with that too. I'm sure we'll both struggle, Bunnybird. I'm gonna create a game real quick. Keep an eye out for it so that it doesn't get ninja'd. Alright. Looks like we can start up any second here. Alrighty. Welcome, chat. All the crying you hear in the background is going to be my cat because he just decided that the attention I've given him is not enough and he needs to cry about it. Alright, with that said, I'm going to start with trusting Reggie Drago. I don't know what Bunnybird's playing tonight. Both of us, it's been quite a while since we've used Untap, so we're going to probably be shaky. Because we are just testing, we'll probably take stuff back or ask to take stuff back, so don't be surprised. With that said, I guess it's time to start figuring stuff out, isn't it? Anywhere, did you want heads or tails? Of course, it picked for us. Fantastic. So I don't even need to check. All right. So with that said, I guess I'm going first. Looks like. All right. Let's draw our opening hands. Why is this up? Let's try that again. We're gonna flip everything a million times. This down. Yeah, there's a bit of a delay. I set one for streaming on PTCGO because I was thinking about doing that earlier, and I don't think I can take it off now, unfortunately. Alrighty, I guess. So I'm going first according to untap, right? Minimizing player goes first. Yes. Okay. So with that, oh, I need to set prices. Ugh. Draw to prize. Of course, you already did that, and I didn't. Good job. Alrighty. So use level ball. And pass, looks like. Let's see here. Now if I can remember how to pass. There we go. Alright, looks like we've... and I didn't use the Jirachi. I'm a great player, guys. I promise. So what is everybody most excited about for rotation? I know a lot of people are excited that all the tag teams are gone, but I mean, like, what is everybody excited to play? What does everybody want to play after rotation? I think the most fun I've had so far is probably still Ice Rider, to be honest. You don't know what the cards do, Kilvius? I thought you ate and slept these cards already. So the energies are the ones that I created for the JIB format. I just decided to use them since they're, basic energies and it doesn't really matter what they look like. So I got those. I got both kinds in here. I think Evolving Skies is going to be a lot of fun. I know there are some fun archetypes in it. I'm very concerned that since Mew is going, a lot of the decks that run on single price support are going to be pretty vulnerable. So you've got stuff like Flaffy, obviously, which is what we're seeing right now. But you're also, even stuff like Inteleon is not in the best spot just because Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX can really terrorize it. Bunny Bird's off to a decent start. energy and discard. Turbo patch. Onto the active. It's going for the turn 1 electrify. Maybe? Does she? I'm just gonna have a second Bolton though. So I guess the energy is going to go on to Mareep or Crobat. I guess it doesn't really matter, right? With Bolt Storm, it doesn't matter which Pokemon it's on. You just need the energy attached to your Pokemon. And there we have it. 2 energies. Fresh out of the deck. Alrighty, my turn. Let's see if I can manage not to misplay too badly. Draw 1. Alright, so this is okay, Dreamy Revelation after I Marnie. I'm going to Marnie. So I'm gonna shuffle my hand. Send out cards to the bottom of the deck, shuffled. And draw 5. Okay, well, it's not a complete loss at least yet. I'm gonna use Dreamy Revelation. Either card I am interested in right now. Phenomenal. Okay. I think all I can do now is pass. Use a supporter, attach return, use Dreamy Revelation. Yep, all I can do is pass. Alright, Speed Lightning energy comes down. Good old draw 2 off of Speed Lightning. Stormy Mountains is going to be super good for both Lightning and Dragon decks because it gets Bunny Bird, her second Boltund, so she can have a secondary attacker right off the bat. She's got the Flaffy. So this is good. Bolton's good. It's definitely setting up better than Regidrago is right now too. I don't know why I picked up Boss's Orders out of the deck. I should have just picked up the Retrieval probably. So Coco V is down, another Mareep down. Both good plays, got a free retreater and Marnie. Alright, that is welcome. Send all cards to bottom of the deck shuffle. I guess. Okay, that didn't work. realized that top card was still visible. To be fair, I don't know how to unvisible it, so there you have it. So, shaking bolt in V. I'm assuming we're getting a bolt storm. Okay. So now let's drop a turn. So attach the fire energy for sure. This is not going to be another way to do that. What we really need is Cherum. So I guess, let's see here. Cave doesn't really help us right now. So I guess we just Marnie. Alright. Send to bottom of deck. Doing so great, guys. This is gonna be the best. Discarding you. Find. Real bad. Sometimes like this you really realize just how spoiled you are with PTCGO. You don't have to do all the clicking and moving and stuff. Okay, so we've got the Cherum, so let's search for that. Spring Bloom. Drago. Ooh. Why am I not using this? Guys, I know I said I'd misplay, but ooh, man, that's a bad one. Should have been using that the whole time. Let's get another one of these guys down just in case. And I think that's all I can do. Attack, so alrighty. So Ready Drago isn't going to go without taking a couple prizes at least. Let's see here. Draw to the hand. Oh, come on. Alright, so now we gotta have a crazy comeback whenever it's gonna just destroy this Regidrago. And it's gonna be the silliest way possible. So Regidrago's attack for grass fire says dragon energy 240 minus. This attack does 20 less damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. So it's pretty good unless it has damage on it. Okay, so she's discarding a boss. Probably looking for, yep, another Bolton V. Did she use Storming Mountains? Or did she use Storming Mountains? Draw 2 for Speed Lightning. If you retreat and get another Electrify off. She can use Flaffy too, though. Just nuke the Regidrago. Right? What's the math on that? 30 more for each. So that's going to be, is that 2 on the Flaffy? No, 1. Okay, yeah, so she's going to have 4 energy in play, it looks like. That's enough to make Regidrago do no damage. 120, 130? No. Yeah, 130 with 4 in play. 130 is still not good, isn't it? Yeah, it's not good. Should have attached the EXP share to the banished one too. So many misplays. Alright. Alright, so this guy goes to the extra spot. Bird's pointing out this is a lot more tedious than PTCGO. It really is. I think it'd be better if we both had the keyboard shortcuts down because we could just like click stuff real fast and be done with it. But I don't have them down. All right. Okay. So fire energy, attach return. And then I'm going to. That's not the right card. Crap. That's not what I was hoping for. All right. Let's start with the stadium here. Fish out another Regidrago. Attach that. And then I think we guarantee an energy. I think we're going to hit one anyway, but we'll guarantee an energy with using energy search. You might as well. So find a grass energy. Attach it using Spring Bloom. And then let's use discard. We'll use research. So Spring Bloom onto the active again. And then energy retrieval. Wow, where the heck did that go? I guess that's it right there. Alright, touching from that using Spring Bloom. Alright, so we have a nice swarm of energy on play again. And I think we just attack, right? So attack, that should be a knockout again. So Bolton V goes down. That's 240, Bolton has 200. So then draw. Two. Okay, so this is, even with all my horrifying misplays, this isn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. Didn't have the best start either, but we're recovering. We're not doing horribly. That Tapu Koko V is super good. I really like that Koko for the free retreat. It's also interesting too, the price trade here is definitely in my favor, because right now what she can do, she can double attach with Flaffy to power up Bolton, attach return to Bolton, switch into it to knock out my Regidrago, or gust up the Crobat to take 2 prize cards. But she's not in great shape either way, because I have Fire Energy in hand and I have EXP share on the other Regidrago. So it's a good chance this game's in the bag for Regidrago. But again, my small mind might be missing some cool play. Alrighty, that's a KO for her. She's going to take the KO now, or is she doing something else first? Okay. So she's going to attach to Koko, probably? No energy and discard. Yeah, I think this is, yeah. Okay, yep. So discard, 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 shake XP share. That's a game. Yep. Because we have everything, we are set. Alrighty guys, so Regidrago took game 1. Alright, looks like we're going to be moving on to second player. So with that said, let's see if Twitchy's available. So Kilvius, you going to jump on Untap and jump into some testing tonight too? get a new game ready. Alrighty, so I'm gonna have a second game. I don't think I'm gonna do Regidrago one more time, and then I'll maybe try something else. Regidrago kind of had a rough start there, but did still manage to come out on top, despite my severe misplays. Alrighty. Alrighty, everybody, welcome Twitchy to the other side. I do not know what Twitchy's playing. I'm sure we'll find out in just a moment. Oh, I going first again. Cool. Alright. So with that said, I guess draw 7. Prizes. Okay. Going to be an interesting start. All right, let's flip this guy up. Draw a start of turn. Fascinating. Okay, so we're going to do that. That feels like a waste. I have to attach it anyway. The extra draw. Starting with the fun cards. It's gonna be a great game, guys. We got this. Oh no! That is very much not what we wanted to see, guys. This is probably a loss. All right, so let's discard the grass energy, and what's going on here? This is how you make Pokemon more interactive. You just have both players play their turns at the same time. We'll get this sorted. Hopefully he responds shortly. So I can finish my turn. Alright, so let's find. What we're going to do is we're going to find Crobat. We're going to discard both these. And then we're going to play Ordinary Rod. Right. And we're going to shuffle that back into the deck. Now we're going to shuffle this guy. Play that. Okay, so not horrible. Here. So we can sacrifice one, I think. Maybe. So we don't have a bad start, I don't think. I think this is a way better start than last game. And I don't think we're that bad off. The problem, well, I say we're not that bad off, but we're actually in a horrible spot because it's rapid strike issue. We pretty much have to hope that Twitchy bricks really, really hard. Alright, and with that, I think we can pass turn. Twitchy knows, well, okay, so I've done some testing in person already for post-rotation. I haven't done Regidrago yet, which is why I'm testing it online. I have tested Urshifu, and Urshifu scares the living hell out of me. And after rotation, so I am worried that Urshi may become a new ADP because it is that strong without me in the format. Yeah, it's there. Urshifu can, especially with Moltres, which is the way Twitchy's playing it right now, is really, really, really scary. It can do some crazy things with spread damage, and against single price decks like Regidrago, where you really don't have the HP to spun attacks from the spread, you just fall apart quickly. So what he's gonna doing, he'll probably, I don't know his list, but more than likely he'll have Telescopic Sight. He'll have Pessimian. He'll knock out the Crobat in a single hit. Go after my my Cherubi, or my Cherim, and that's pretty much game over for me because I won't have a second one. Because right now I'm about to be in top deck mode too, which is also not great. Because I don't have anything else. So unless the top deck is a supporter like Marnie or Professor's Research, it's probably game over anyway. Because it's almost certain that he has something great. Literally anything. Crobat. It generally doesn't matter. Okay, so he's playing it with Sobble. So he's playing with Inteleon line and with Moltres. Okay, so the version I have on my side I think has Octillery instead to get the Rapid Strike energies out faster. But the Inteleon build's still good. It's just bigger. So Shadow Rider's still really good, and I think Shadow Rider with Alchemy is probably the way to play, especially because we can still put Necrozma in the deck anyway. I just think Urshi is really, really scary because of Moltres. Because Urshi, like, if it has to go against Shadow Rider, yeah, it's not going to be a 100% win like it has against almost everything else, it seems. But with Moltres, it doesn't have to be scared. It can still go in guns blazing and nuke its opponent. Okay, so there's the Rapid Strike energy. So Rayquaza. I have done quite a lot of testing. I actually think I've done the most testing with Rayquaza for rotation. I have been unimpressed, to put it nicely. Rayquaza struggles. And a big part of that is, okay, so it's twofold. So you have the Urshifu problem. So Urshifu can just murder its bench. You know, it's taking down the Boltons. It's taking down, what is going on? Oh, he's strafing. Okay. So it's taking down the Boltons. It's taking down, that top deck though. Okay, so that's the best top deck ever. Alright, so, yeah. Could not have asked for a better top deck. That is fantastic. Thank you, RNGesus. Alright. Oh, that is just beautiful. But I don't have what I want. We need good item-based gusting. We need counter catcher. Like, Pokemon catcher is just terrible. Something great would be great. Alright, let's see this. Let's put Crystal Cave down. Let's use that to get the 3 off of this. Okay, so that didn't work. We have to kill them this way. Okay. So then we can, I guess we're gonna have to take the knockout on this Sobble. This feels bad. Okay, but we can do it. I need that Gust. Alright, let's level ball for another Trubie. That's good. And then with that we just take knockout. Okay, so back to Rayquaza. Like Kilby was saying, the Urshifu it completely destroys it. There's like nothing that it can do really. It has to get lucky basically. Urshifu has to brick, which because of the way Urshifu is built, it's not like super uncommon, so it can still win games against it. But if Urshifu sets up at all, Ray loses. As long as Urshifu doesn't brick, Ray will lose. It feels that imbalanced because you can't set up your Flappies. So because if you do that, they're free prizes. But if you don't set up your Flappies, you can't get the energy out to do enough damage to take down Urshifu in the first place. So that doesn't feel good. Okay, so you could theoretically run Bolton instead. So you run Bolton. All right. Well, so Bolton gets knocked out because of weakness. So they gust it up, knock it out. That's not great either because you're going to leave it, or even if you just leave it in the active after using Electrify, not great. Okay, so your other option, Rose. Rose, 2 of, not terrible, even in a deck with Flaffy or with Bolton. That's not bad, but that's late game. That's after you've attached a bunch, and then you can't run 4 of them because then you're just going to brick anyway. So Ray feels really bad to me. Like I don't think it's a horrible deck. But I think I hate to say this, but it honestly feels a lot like another Reshiram and Zekrom. It feels that level of not great. It's probably better than that, but in my testing, I've been super unimpressed with it, and I just haven't been pleased. I've used now 3 or 4 different lists. Some of my other testers have also tested their lists. We've found some cards that we really like in it that help make the deck better against literally every other matchup. But Urshifu is just a bad matchup to the point where it feels like a complete auto loss, and I don't like it. It just feels really bad. Leafeon I haven't tested. I want to test Leafeon. Maybe we'll test that after this. After Twitchy just demolishes my board. Nope, and he's playing Marnie, and I'm not paying attention. Let's see here. Send all cards to bottom deck shuffled. But yeah, the Leafeon does look better. I've seen Leafeon tested. CLS Network has done some testing on Leafeon, and it's done pretty well. With Fire not being super prevalent in the format, it's doing okay. And Leafeon V is pretty good too. You know, it's getting that energy in play. I think Leafeon has some promise. Again, I haven't tested it, so who knows? Maybe it's a hype too, but I think it actually doesn't look that bad. From what I've seen of it, at least, it looks better than Rayquaza, at least in the Urshifu matchup. Alright, so he's got the energy on the Urshifu. So he's doing, what's he going to do? Rapid flow for 120, 120. So even if he doesn't knock me out, that's still enough to completely shut down my damage, which is probably what he's going to go for. Yeah, so I healed, I think it looks like he missed that I healed Reggie with Crystal Cave earlier. I actually don't think I like Crystal Cave in this list. I'm going to probably change it over to Stormy Mountains. I think Stormy Mountains is better than Crystal Cave. Because the HP is just not good enough. Apparently F is search the deck. Good to know. Alright, so that's gone. He's taking a prize. And it's my turn here in just a second. Problem is, I'm not going to be doing a ton of damage against him. Draw. One for turn. Okay, let's level ball. Search for Cherim. Yep, I did have one hand. This is why you look at your hand before you make plays, guys. Alright, Spring Bloom to Drago. I think the best thing we can do right now is honestly just to manually retreat. Alright, so with Spring Bloom, I need to, let's get another one. Do I not have one? I've prized my last one. This is why you took your prizes, guys. Yay. Alright, that is Jirachi then. Jirachi is good at least. Discard that. Shuffle. Let's see, shake that. Not what I was hoping to see. Cool. Alright. Alright, let's see. With 9 damage counters on it, I'm losing 180 damage. 180 damage is 60 damage, so I'd be doing the Thread to Drago right now. That is not super great. Spring Bloom. Let's do this. Alright, so that's it. Not great, but at least it did damage. Feels bad. But yeah, this is another one of those decks I think it's just going to struggle against Urshifu. There's just too much spread potential. Leafeon looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Pretty much anything with the Intellion engine after rotation looks fun. I've had the most fun I've had in a long time with decks running the Intellion engine, and Ice Rider was kind of a revelation in the current standard format. Just there's been a lack of nuance to play for a while now. It's basically just been discard until you can't discard anymore and hope you get the right card. Which, I mean, there's some fun in that format, but I like where you have to actually make decisions and not just cross your fingers. And I think the Intelligent Engine's done a pretty good job of bringing that to the game. It's been, I don't know, it's been helpful to see Drizzile all over the place. And Drizzile and the Intellion engine in general just being super good is great. But like I said earlier, Urshifu is still a huge threat to those. So even if you get your Drizziles off, you may not necessarily get your Intellions out. So yeah, there's another Urshifu. Oh boy. So all he needs is an energy switch to get an energy off of Moltres onto the active. Question is, will he find it? Okay, there's the Marnie. Okay, that's not a bad hand. Actually, that's a better hand than I started with. The question is, did he find the E-switch? I'm assuming the answer is yes. If he found the E-switch, he can knock out Regidrago and cripple another one. Okay, there goes the cavern. Knock out Reggie, knock out Cherum. That's probably what he's going to do. And again, it's looking like he may not have the energy switch. So going for Crobat. I'm going to think probably. If he had Evolution Incense, he could get Drizzile and use Drizzile to get it. So he's got a lot of different ways to get it right now. Okay. He's looking for something. Maybe he's not finding what he's looking for. Okay, so I went for another Sobble. Not a bad choice, but I guess there wasn't the Crobat? Unless he's already got the Crobat in hand. Alright, what's his play here? Retreating using Tower of Waters. Okay. So, interesting. He's hoping I don't get the boss. Alright. Okay, attach the XP share to Regidrago. Alright, so what I can do... I could manually retreat the Regidrago into a different Regidrago, use energy retrieval to get the fire energy, attach it to Regidrago, attack that way. 60 damage would still knock out Sobble, so I could just attack with this one if I wanted to take that knockout. But it would be not taking damage on Urshifu, which would be ideal. And I don't think I run switches. I don't have an air balloon on Jirachi. That wouldn't, well, I'd have to switch anyway, so I think I'd just go for the research anyway. Let's see, okay, let's do, alright, shake there, do that, discard real quick. I don't have any M2 discards, so that sucks. Alright, I think I'm just going to nuke the hand, discard, discard that, draw. Okay, 5 more, there we go. So at least we get some damage off of this Reggie. I don't think it's going to matter because what he's going to do is he's going to knock it out next turn anyway. But, whoops. Okay, it's right click. No. There we go. And then manually attach to this one, I guess. It doesn't really matter. And take the KO. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Alright, so what's his play? I think Urshifu after rotation is the best bet. Inteleon VMAX is also looking extremely good. Ice Rider is also looking good. Pretty much anything that can do lots of damage. And if it can do it to the bench, even better. Ice Rider is really consistent, which I think is its biggest strength, because it doesn't really need that much, and it can do what it needs to do, and that helps because then it can actually make use of those sniping Inteleons. But Inteleon VMAX is super good, and Urshifu is super good. Just that sheer spread damage is going to make them quite a threat. Best second format's probably Urshi, but I wouldn't count out Inteleon or Ice Rider either. They're both very good too. Okay, that's just a KO. Is that just the active? Okay, that's different. So we're gonna shake the XP share. Move that to here. Is that optional? May. Yeah, let's just discard. I don't think we need that. I'm not going to count on the air balloon. I think I'm just going to count on this being here already. So let's do that. Wow, what a mess. Okay, drop a turn. sucks. Okay, so wow. Don't want to give him any more cards in hand. I do think I want to use Ordinary Rod though. I want to get the grass back in there and get Charm Cherubi. I think we have to go Charm Cherubi just because if we don't, there's a good chance he'll knock out the one on the bench this next turn and make it so I don't have any way to recover. So let's do this. Okay. I do wish I had a... Yeah, see, I don't like this stadium. I'm glad I'm testing. This is not worth it. Guys, do not run Crystal Cave in your Ready Drago list. It's not worth it. Just get rid of it. Alright, so I'm going to take the not KO, 240. Right, 240. Alright, so he's got Rapid Strike Energy, so he just needs an attachment, any attachment. And he can wipe out my Jirachi and my Cherim. I don't know if he'd do that though. So 30. So Rapid Strike HPV Max has 30 HP left. So it doesn't need a lot of damage, but it does need damage. So if I had to, I could attack with Cherubi, or Cherim rather. I don't think Cherim, yeah, 300 is right. So I don't think I'm going to though, because I think he's going to knock it out. Like, there's almost no reason he wouldn't knock out Cherim. And I haven't passed. There we go. You get so used to PTCGO just passing your turn for you after you've attacked that you kind of forget to do that motion. It's weird. It's so manual, and in real life, you attack and your opponent understands that it's their turn. But with untap, you obviously have to manually pass your turn over after you attack, and so it's a little different. Is he? What's going on there? I don't understand what's going on. Okay, so there's an escape rope. So interesting. It's gonna bait out something, I guess. It ultimately doesn't matter what he put up because he's gonna knock out the same two things anyway, I think. But I think I need to give the Jirachi. My hand's not bad enough that I should give Cherim. So if he whiffs the energy. So yeah, I think we'll give that. Where's my other energy? I think it's stuck. Okay, well it's there somewhere. Where did it go? There were 3. Where'd it go? Oh, did it go to my hand? Oh yeah, that's what happened. Okay, it went to my hand. There we go. It's like, where the heck did that energy go? Okay, so Urshi is stalling again. Oh, ruddy. He's running Cheryl, everybody. Yay! Oh. That's rough. So energy goes to discard, shell goes to discard. Or if he doesn't have anything on it anymore. But that energy was attached last turn, so if he's got another one, he can attach it. Still can he switch? That's asking a lot right now, considering he's got Saboni active. I don't think he has it. But we'll see. Okay, doesn't have it. My turn. Alright, so we draw a card. And we get the Regidrago. Okay, so we drop Regidrago there. That's not really what I wanted, but... Okay. So I guess we take this. Alright, so we do that. There's nothing there. Okay, that's not great. What do we do here? I think it's just Spring Boom to the active. That's the best choice. That's what we do. Spring Boom to the active. Retreat. On the bench. This is gonna be rough. Urshi's bricking, which is good for us, but we're not doing so hot either. What do I want to do here? Spring Bloom again, I guess. So Spring Bloom to the new Reggie. Energy search, or energy retrieval rather, not energy search. Energy search, we'll do energy search too. Alright, so that'll be our manual attachment for the turn. I'll use energy retrieval. Go away. To get that back. Alright. That's pretty much, so him not knocking out the Cherrim is hurting him. And me not having boss is killing me. I'm gonna probably end up decking myself out anyway. Okay. One, two, three, four, five. I'm full bench already. Alright. I think it's just a KO. Alright. So taking another prize card, that's something. Richie must really be having a bad hand right now. It's a good thing I haven't played Marnie. If I were playing Marnie right now, he'd be rolling in whatever he wanted. It's crazy. Have I discarded both of my bosses? Is that what's happened? No, I've discarded one. So I should have another. I need to check the deck here in a little bit. I wonder if I prize the other one. Could have sworn it was in deck though. Holy crap, it's my turn again. Okay, that's not great. Alright, do I need to do anything? I do not think I need to do anything. Nope, I just KO again. Alrighty, so that's another prize. Okay, so it was prized. Well, that's great. Alright, so now we just need to see what he's got. Because if he's got it, I mean, I don't think he can win at this point. He needs Marnie. There's no stamp. He can't stamp me, obviously, because stamp will have rotated. So he has to have Marnie or he loses. And he has to play Marnie, too. He can't do one of it. He has to have Marnie and play it, or he loses. Okay, so it's game over. So I draw a card. So he can't even retreat this, so that's just game. That's KO, because he's only got 220 and I'm full health, so... Alright, so RG Jago came out on top anyway. That's nuts stuff right there. Even with Crystal Cave, it still managed to pull it off. I mean, Crystal Cave wasn't terrible. It helped us get some damage in at least, but I think Stormy Mountains is better, just in general, because it means you don't have to rely on Quick Ball to get your Regidragos out, which is ideal. Alrighty. So I'll just take my last two prizes. Alright, that was crazy stuff. Alright, so what do we want to see? I know there's only a few of you guys here, but let's see what you want to see. Do you want to see Regidrago go again? Do you want to see a different archetype? I literally have 50 of them on my website. What do we want to see? Alright guys, so what do we want? Alright, I know there's 3 of you, so everybody vote. I think we'll do 1 or 2 more games and we'll call it a night. Alright, so we don't have any answers to the poll, which is a little disappointing. Alright, so I think we'll do one more game. Twitchy's up for one more game, so we'll do one more game unless somebody else wants to jump in. I'm thinking about playing something else, though. I think the poll didn't get any answers, so we'll go ahead. We'll build something else. Let's see. What do we build? Alright, so let's go to my website. I think we're Gleafeon. I think Gleafeon sounds the most fun, so let's do that. Yeah. So we'll copy this over. All right. So with that said, let's get this copied in. All right. So we need Gleafeon. Alright, so we're playing a 4-3 line of Ooh, other way around. 4-3 line of Leafeon VMAX. A compact version of the Inteleon line. This deck doesn't have as much room as I'd like, but it's not bad. So Drizzle. Imagine if every deck had the space to play 4 Crobats like Eternus does. That'd be great. For the record, people, the abbreviation for Birdkeeper, or for Darkness Ablaze is not DAB. Sorry, guys. I'd hate to be a bubble burster, but that's not the right abbreviation. I do wish there were an import feature on here. That would be super great, but I understand why they don't do it, because effort, and this is supposed to be like super universal. Okay, I guess we're using the secret ball art. Cool. It's kind of interesting to run energy search just because of the way you can search it out. I don't know, it's strange that it actually sees play at all, to be honest. But without Spinner, I guess you got what you got, right? Alright, that's 60 cards. Save that. Alright. Alrighty, so yeah, we're gonna play a game. We're gonna play a game with Leafeon real quick. I'll do 1 or 2 games depending on how long I take, and then off the stream. Alright, I'm gonna create a game for Twitchy real quick. Alright. Play us some Leafeon. I will say Regidrago did better than I expected it to. I think I just got lucky though. It's like Urshifu worked really, really hard. That's not the best like representation of Urshi. I think Urshifu would normally just murder it. And then I don't know. Alright, Twitch is in. Nice. So, I have not played Leafeon yet. I have seen it played, so I know a little bit of it, but I have not played it myself. Let's see if I get to go first this time. No, Twitchy goes first. Okay, so it's Twitchy's play first. Okay. Not the most ideal start, but I've had worse, so I don't really want to complain. Alright. So with that, we can start. And Twitchy goes first. Alrighty, so we'll review. Flip it over actually. Let's see. The double shovel start. Woohoo! Talking about fluid, but it's good luck that we're after. Alright, so turn 1 and quick ball. Ooh, beautiful. Wish I had quick ball. Quick ball would be great. I will take a quick ball. So right now, our only real choice, it depends a lot on top deck. If we top deck quick ball, then just go to Marnie, grab Leafeon V, and then Marnie. Leafeon versus Urshi. And something tells me that Urshi's not going to brick this time. I got too lucky last time. Okay, drop for turn. Let's see what we get. Yeah, we get the quick ball. We did not. We got Galar Mine. Okay, so we dropped on Galar Mine because that helped, I think. And then we Marnie because we don't have no choice. Yay! Send all cards to the bottom of the deck shuffled. I'm so glad that's an option on here. It's so much faster. Okay, so we got a Leafeon. So we're going to do that. Attach a grass energy to Leafeon. No. Not to Leafeon. Do I do it to Sobble? I feel like the answer is actually yes. Because we can use his ability to get the energy on there. Okay, and then we Crobat for 5. Yikes. Maybe we should have just attached it to... Oh, what am I talking about? We can't do both. This is why you practice. Alright. That makes Sobble feel worse. I definitely shouldn't have attached there. At least I can retreat it. Oof. I can get the one more out, assuming it's not prized. Don't think that's worth it. What do I do here? I guess I just go for it. I touch the energy, I might as well. Let's see. What do we got? Keep calling. Okay. It is. No, it's not. Okay. We got a guy. Not the end of the world. It's very least worth the name of the deck. So I still think it would have been better if we'd not been stupid and just attached to Leafeon like we should have in the first place. I think the only reason you would attach to Sobble with this deck is probably if you didn't get the Leafeon right away. That way at least you have some Sobbles on the bench. Because otherwise you really do just want to use Leafeon's ability. Alright. It's interesting that Rapid Strike or VMAX doesn't necessarily have to rely on Air Balloon either. Like, it has it, so Tool Jammer will shut that off, but it has Tower Waters to counter Galar Mine too. Because if it can get rid of the Galar Mine, then it's not hurting that bad. Look at Fuchi's fancy arrows. Love it. Okay. Shady Dealings. For what? What would you search for? I guess a supporter? Draw supporter? For a quick ball. Didn't already play one, did he? No. Okay, so he's going for Crobat. Makes me wonder if he's got... Makes me wonder if he's got Supporter in hand, or if he's just going to go for the Crobat. Okay, so Crobat for 4. It's hoping he draws into one. Okay, so for 5. Interesting. It makes me wonder what that last card is. It must be a supporter. Because if you dropping Telescopic Sight tells me it's got to be a supporter, because you would want to attach that so you could start nuking the Crobat. Okay, Tower of Waters to do what? Just allows not a Rapid Strike Pokemon. Okay. Glad I caught that. Little mistake. It's all good. Alright, so escape rope's coming out. He's playing the escape rope, which means I need to choose a new active Pokemon. What do I feed him? So whatever I give him, he's going to hit into it with Urshifu. Which means he's going to be doing what? 150? Yeah, 150. So it's a guaranteed KO against the Sopples. But it does a lot of damage against these two. I guess just switch. I think I just feed him a Sobble. I'd really rather not. Ugh. It's not great. So now I have to count on getting a switch. Well, no, I don't, because he's going to knock it out anyway, right? Alright, we'll just do that, whatever. Boss on Leafeon, I'm sure of it. Oh, bat. Okay, so it's going after the bat. Oh, for weakness, of course, yeah, duh. That's KO. Darn. Alright, so... I think, yeah, that's KO. So 2 prizes out already. And we have yet to set up. Ooh, we're doing great, guys. We are doing great. Alright, so draw for turn. Drizzile. I think we go for the Evolution Incense. Come on. Okay, so you absolutely should not attach it into there. You can't. Yeah, it was so bad. Alright. So that goes there. I mean, I put misplays in the title. I knew I'd be misplaying like crazy. I've done tons of them tonight. People are going to look at this VOD and go, man, Justin Beadle sucks ass. They're not wrong. Alright, let's see here. Shuffle. Put this on here, I guess. And then we drop Galar Mine. That for 4. Okay, so this isn't too bad. We can drop. I'll put it actually in play. That'd be a good start. All right, so our bench is full now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. I think we just. I would say we just pass, but that's not right. We use Leafeon's ability. We search the deck for an energy and attach it. Don't just pass. Okay, we're back. Looks like we almost dropped out there. Or dropped out for a little bit at least. Hopefully that doesn't cause too much of a hiccup in the VOD. Alrighty. So we got the Inteleon. Using Shedding Dealings for 2 things. Probably for Telescopic Sight and Quick Ball for Pissimian to get the KO on Crobat. That's That would make sense at least. Assuming he has the energy. Which, the way he stacked this, I don't think I can actually see. It's like I can't do anything with her. She can't even shake it. There are 3 cards there. I'm assuming one of them is that Rapid Strike energy. But I don't know for sure. Okay, there's fighting energy. So playing the boss? Yeah, bossing the crowbar. Alright. Alright, so what's the play? Take out the Drizzile or what? Drizzile Crobat? I think this makes the most sense because the Drizzile gives me more options than the Sobble does. Crobat is definitely gone, no. I could have attacked last turn with Leafeon if I hadn't misplayed turn 1. Okay, so incense for Ventilion. So a little ball to the Sobble. That's going to double KO on Crobat and Drizzile. Crobat, yep. And Leafeon, okay. So that's 150. 120. Leafeon in the active spot. And then drop turn. Okay. So what do we want to do here? We want to attach capture energy to Leafeon. We're going to search for another Leafeon V. Wow, that is so weird how that drags out like that. Okay, that fills up the bench. And then level ball. We could level ball for a supporter. feel like we do. I feel like we level ball for... Okay, it does how much? It does 60 damage for each retreat cost, basically. Okay, so I could get boss. That would be 3, right? With Galar Mine. 3 times 6 is 180. Yeah, so that would be okay. So get this. What's that? Yeah, it isn't back. Okay. For Drizzile, let's do that one. Let's shake the Drizzile. Grab the boss. So the question is, do I attack? Oh, maybe boss wasn't the right call. Because now that gives him the option to move forward with... Well, no, because he has to have switch. But he'll probably have it. Boss guarantees the knockout, but the damage on the Urshifu might be more important. Because on the Urshifu it would be 240 damage. Still not a knockout though. I think we'll just go for the Crobat, might as well. Not sure where to put it here. I think because I have knockout on the bat, so I don't need it on there. Urshi would get me to, it would basically put me at up to 300, which means I'm not. No, it's on Urshi. Gotta be on Urshi. Grass Knot should be doing 180, right? Grass Knot for 180. Okay, so we took a knockout. I complete shutout. Ooh. I do not hate those prizes either. That is good. That's not bad at all. That's actually really good prizes. Alright. So he's choosing his new active Pokemon. Looks like he's going to go with Hershey. Guess he realizes Galar Mine's going to cause him problems. Okay, so we don't have to worry about getting sponged or getting hit for the first attack. So we don't have to worry about that really, because it'll do jack squat for damage. Yeah, when cards are grouped like this, you can't read them or anything, so it's a little harder to, like when they're like this, you can still read them. With this, you can't. So grouping, I wish grouping worked better on here. It's honestly kind of awful. Oh yeah. Because I basically can't interact with anything that's got a grouping on it. Alright, Twitch's turn. So he's playing Evolution Incent, searching for Drizzile, I would imagine. Using Drizzile to get what? You try to boss out one of my Leafeons. To stall. So it doesn't have energy. He could go for the energy. Get energy search for basic energy to do some chip damage. Yeah. So what is he going for? He could just want a Marnie. Maybe his hand's not great, but he doesn't want to discard all of his resources. Do not know. We shall see in a moment. This is interesting. This is a very odd spot for Urshifu to be in because it doesn't have Moltres out, so it can't take advantage of the energy searches or switches rather. It doesn't have energy at all on the Urshifu, so it's not going to be doing squat for damage. It can't retreat very easily into itself like it would normally do for the spun or the chip damage. So the chip damage is really inadequate on Urshifu right now. Galar Mind's actually a problem for Urshifu. Interesting. Okay, there's the energy search. So we got the research with the Shady Dealings. He's using energy search before to attach to Urshifu, I imagine? Or no, just discard it with research. He's hoping for the Moltres, unless he's got a Quick Ball in hand already. Because what he can do, if he gets the Moltres, he has a good chance of getting the E-Switch, of getting... Okay, so he's got the energy in hand already. So now he just needs Moltres and the E-Switch. Okay, Air Balloon sucks. Now he's playing the research. Thankfully, Air Balloon's dead thanks to all these Tool Jammers. And I don't know if he plays... I don't know that he plays Tool Scrapper. Okay, so the question is, does he have Moltres? Does he have E-Switch? There's Moltres, show me the E-Switch. Dire Flame Wings, attach from discard to Moltres. Moltres is so good. People really under it. Wait, what? What is that energy doing there? Okay, so he's got the E-Switch. Sorry, so that's not good for me. Because now he can knock out the bench Leafeon. He can knock out bench Leafeon and knock out, like, Drizzile, for example. Which is actually really bad for me. Sobble and Drizzile. So... Okay. There we go. Interesting choices. Wonder why he didn't go after the Leafeon. Oh, because he already had 2 prizes left. That's why. Haha! Easy pickings. He could have gotten it either way. Alright, so Leafeon goes down. That sucks. Okay. I mean, it happens. GG. Alright, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I know I'm not the most expressive person on stream, especially since I'm fairly new to streaming, and I'm still not super comfortable, one, with streaming in general, but especially with playing on stream. And then, like, these are all new interactions, new cards I'm dealing with on top of it. So it's a little, But hey, we've got some games in, we got some practice in. I think Leafeon's pretty good. I think if I hadn't misplayed that first turn, I think would have had a better chance. But Twitchy played very well. He got that A-switch. He got that Rapid Strike energy out and KO'd what it needed to KO. So it worked out. Regidrago did pretty well. Regidrago definitely does need Stormy Mountains